Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. This is episode 97 for the week of October 22nd, 2019. My name is Josh, aka JK Fire, and this week I'm joined by, hey, yeah, you guessed it, the man in the Divide the Fall t-shirt, Will, aka I am Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you on this Sunday afternoon?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Tired and sore.
Sore.
Yeah.
I know the baby makes you tired. Why are you sore?
Well, it wasn't just the baby that was making me tired. So we're prepping our house to go up on the market, and I was up till, what was it? I was up till like 2 a.m. on Friday night going into Saturday, and then I was up late last night going into today because I've been painting the entryway and including the first stairwell. Fuck painting.
Not a fan?
I hate it. Getting everything prepped, taping everything down, priming everything, going over it again. My plosives are coming in hot.
Bad, man. You gotta watch yourself.
I'm sorry. Oh man, painting sucks. I hate it. But I just have the stairwell left. That's the only thing left to do. Other than that, it's just getting things packed away and ready to go. The plan is to list on Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, and I have a couple new appliances that are going to be delivered on Tuesday.
Ooh.
Because we want all stainless in the kitchen so it all matches.
Going fancy.
Well, I went with the cheapest options I could find.
Oh.
Just because we want new. I mean, they're good. They're brand new, but yeah.
So I thought you just got sorry to go on the house tangent here, but
it's okay.
I thought dishwasher was pretty new.
Yep.
Are you
keeping it there?
Keeping that one? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're going with the stove and the fridge?
No, the fridge is stainless as well. We've had the fridge for a little while. No, the range and the over-the-range microwave.
Gotcha.
Yep, those two are going to be in stainless. Both Samsung to match the fridge. And like I said, I just went with like the basic models that were in stainless.
Wow.
Thank you. But yeah, so those are supposed to be delivered and installed on Tuesday. Pictures are going to be taken on Tuesday night into Wednesday, listing on Wednesday.
Big stuff, man.
Oh, and the offer for the other place got accepted.
I heard.
Yep. So we have an offer in contingency. What that means is that somebody else could swoop in with a cash offer and they could take it. What a contingent offer means is that in order for us to buy their home, our home needs to sell first.
Got it.
Okay, because we want to take that equity and put it into a down payment for the home. But yeah, sorry to go on my house tangent. But that's so painting has been making it very taxing on my body and sleep deprived. It's not super fun.
Sure.
But yeah.
Well, what is fun, Josh? Is
talking about Halo, Will.
Yes, so what do we got on this episode, man?
Thank you for segueing, Will. On this episode, we have Rosters. That wasn't the soundbite. That was just me.
Live.
Yeah.
Nice job.
You want to see how I typed it out there?
Yeah,
That's why
you
I
actually
did that.
typed it out.
Yeah, because I wanted to actually do that part. So yeah, Will's gonna go through a bunch of rosters. Call of Duty is looking dangerous. We have some Cotton of the Games Watch news we're gonna be
dangerous.
talking about. What the fuck? The next MCC flight has been announced. Tournaments and leagues are recapped. And finally, we talk a little bit about some all-stars and the preparation for the bracket that we're going to have and the matchups we're going to talk about. But Will, before we get into any of that, what do we usually start the show off with? Rostermania!
All right, guys, let's start running through some rosters. We're going to start with Blam Gaming's Halo Series Grand Finale. First team is SSX3.
Grand Finale?
Finale? For final, whatever you want to say it. It's there. Let's get into these teams, Josh. First team, SSX3, included Pyretic, Demons, and Denoxide.
It should have been SSX Tricky.
The video game.
It's the best one.
It was.
I think the reason why they did 3 is because there's 3 people per team.
It was team, yep.
Yeah. But it's tricky. Tricky.
Next team is I Don't Know. This included Command Station Bound and Neptune. We had Team Sad, Scariotic Vemzy, and Bup. BHUP, Bup. All right, man. We had Bung Gaming. This is Barbie Boy, Guitar Hero Dude, and the Gold Star BR. Team Rush Hour was Stress, Article, and a sub.
So
there was no name, I'm guessing?
there wasn't another person.
Oh.
Like, so Blam Gaming put these rosters up on Twitter, and this roster literally only had 2 out of 3 people. So
Maybe they were waiting for someone to come aboard, or just didn't. Maybe they had a last minute join. I don't know.
it's weird to me because they had qualifiers leading up to this grand finale. So I would think they have to have their set team. So I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Okay. Next team, it would be Mock It. This was Warlord, Looney, and Outcast. We had My Halo Academia, Nikolai, Euragian. Sir or ma'am, if you are out there somewhere, please contact me. I am Mr. Mayhem on Twitter. And let me know how the hell am I supposed to pronounce your gamer tag, because it's UEGIRAGN, and I'm just going with it. This team also included Benji. Next team is SMH My Head, Halogun, Tyrant, and Shabby Dagger. There you go. There's your Blam Gaming Halo Series teams. Next up, we have the UGC DreamHack Qualifier number 2. You should know them by now. It's Tox Gaming, Snakebite, Lethal, Royal 2, and APG. We have the Cleveland Stainers, also known as Lux Gaming.
I still love that name.
It's Goofy, Ryan, Noob, Gilkey, and Gabriel. We had GGS, or GG Simplicity, sorry. That was Aries, Straight Sick, Fantasy, and Shayla, your old Denial Esports team. We had Team Mantra. This was Eco, Ace, Pistola, and Trunks. We had Mantra, but it's double A's on the end. This was commonly Trippy, Boobadoobo, and Tusk.
Before you move on, we wondered where Pistola had potentially gone.
Yeah.
So we see this Team Mantra coming out here, and then I saw Trunks put on Twitter that he was happy that he was given a chance with those players as well. So I thought that was like a really cool pickup team that they got going on there. Yeah, that's awesome.
Pretty good.
Great players.
All right, moving on. We have Believe the Hype. This is Scarvane, Sabinator, Daniel Yakolev, and Cloud. Next team, Infinite GG, Falcated, Deputy Goober, Omega, and Zerka.
I won't do the Goofy Goober thing. Don't worry.
Next up, we had 2 full-timers, 2 dollies. This was Fluximus, Respectful, Moes, and Guntype. Next up, we have RBG Esports, DH. I'm assuming that means DreamHack.
Yeah.
I always want to say RBG, though. Or RGB. It is RBG. I always want to say RGB for some reason. Anyway, this includes Display, Sargoth, Stormy, and Squally. Next team, Dewey, Riding Shotgun, Wan.
I think it's Wanward.
Wan. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Wan, Rain, Filthy G, and Hunter. We had Chaotic Esports, Jimbo, Snipe Drone, Hollers, and Snaky. We had 80-20 FXBG. This included Riot Shock, Kraken, Eli Elite, and Hoaxer. Hashtag not just a coach. Next up, Yacht Club included Employee, Rowan, Piles, and Thuggish Killa. We had the Plumbers, which was Combonified, Obnoxious, The Real Vital, and King, Cherry, Pie. We had Guardians Gaming, Queen, Havoc, Swish, and Black Halo God. Team Anything included Rami, Nick, Shame, and Munoz. Team Monarch Esports, Rob Chokes, Shanova, Just the OG, and Kooky Kooks. We had Cosby Sweaters. This was Saintly, World Famous, Hosty Shots, and Galaxy. Team Low Tier was Phoenix, Cologne, Blitzkrieg, and Joey Clutch. We had Mind Games, Tyranitar, Magico, Erupt, and 1010. Magico capitalized the A, and it just threw me off there.
I probably just capitalized it on accident.
Fair enough. Next up, we have SOA Nation. This was Bandemonium, Sobi, Migman, and a Gong Show. Next up, Super CC Thunders. It was In Reality, Its Name, Paradigm, and Super CC. You Got the Chocolate included Realized, Sicker Than Your Average, Amish Acorns, and Reliable.
Chocolate!
You selling chocolates?
I love chocolate!
Team Abstract. Gilda Vino, Someone, Gunfire, and Premiere. We had Avengers Assemble, Downs. Anyway, Strafey, Rigorino, and Cadaddle.
Somebody's going to get to that point of the chocolate part. They're going to be like, what the fuck was that?
SpongeBob. Go watch SpongeBob. Next team, Auschway, which was Ozarts, Vulcan, Barricade, and Compensated. We had Team Swerve, Pizza Vicious, Poop Man 2 Clutch, Co, and Map 2 Clutch. Are you okay over there?
I just love how you put emphasis on the poop.
All right. Next team, HP DreamHack Atlanta Qualifier 2. Bunnies, Deadlie, Omnipresent, and System. We had Team Narcos. This was Mellow, Cragelo, Moocher, and Goat Cheese. You know, I actually had a pizza with goat cheese on it this weekend. It was pretty good.
Good to know. Where was it at?
Some random pizza place in Minneapolis.
Okay.
Next team, Annihilate the Rest. This was Magnitude, Devil and Dubbin, the Bestro, and Paradigm. We had Fatal Strike, Prophecy, Thorv, Frere Delivers, and Holy Water. Fredericksburg Esports is the next team here. It included Only Nike, Alpha, Physique, Mad Cow, and Chilled. We have USAE Halo, Footed Panda, Sweet Dreamsies, Lux, and Plantano. I'm going to go with that. Anyway, Josh is looking at me all confused. Platano. There we go. Lucendi Gaming, Beatley, Sandal, Hercules, and Bland. We had This Is the Team, which included Gold Star BR, Guitar Hero Dude, Jazero, and Holic. We had Team GGK, Lebowski, Heavy Gunner, Smoke Supplier, and Crayola. Unkind Esports was Saber, Laquatus, Lil Avian, and Warrior Demigod. Birds Aren't Real included Atari, Dreamtaker, Happens, and Short Bus. We had ATL Resurrection, A Ghetto Granny, Sadist Nightmare, X-Men, Invader. And last but not least, Team Apex, Guns, Broham, Cerebrum, and Tragic. Woo! That's a lot of teams.
It was. You did it, though.
I made it.
You're the real MVP.
Couple mess ups, but we got through it.
It's okay. A couple hysterical laughter points from me as well. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm tired. Bear with me. It is what it is.
Josh, what do we got up next?
Next up, it's time for COD. Another Games Watch. A few things for you this time, Will. You ready?
Yeah.
So first and foremost, Call of Duty Dallas team is looking very scary. So this was kind of like quote unquote leaked before, but it is actually official now. Here is their official roster. This includes Shotzi, Hook, Crim6, Clayster, and Illy. This is insane. You have literally a player who just won the last world championship in Clayster. You have multi-time championship winner Crim6. You have two of the greatest young Halo talents coming into the COD scene with Shotzi and Hook. Hook's been there for a while though. He's been on the Envy roster. And the Dallas team is owned by Team Envious as well, so it just makes sense for the natural transition. This team's going to be insane. The amount of young talent, the amount of veteran talent, I love every part of this. And there's a reason why I say that, because I'll get to it in a second here. So the Dallas team also revealed their logo, their name, and their store. So they're called the Dallas Empire because they keep saying how they're going to build an empire, right? And I bought a hoodie.
Of course you did.
I did. You know why? Shotzi and Hook are on that team.
I am a Hook fan, man. So
and we're Envy fans.
Yes, Envy fans. That's another reason. A couple episodes ago, I watched one montage.
Ooh.
I finally did it.
Which one?
I don't remember.
Great.
But there were some Hook snipes in there.
Okay.
And I forgot just how good he was with a freaking sniper.
Yeah, he's a great player.
Thinking back to it with him and him on Envy and just having that, it was him Pistola snipe down and no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was him Pistola snipe down and Miquin, right?
Miquin?
Was Miquin on that team?
I couldn't remember the last player. But anyway,
I think it was Micklin.
Him and Snipe Down both being able to handle the snipe and have that power is, I think that's what made the team, with Pistola's evasiveness and how he was able to call people out in both of those guys. I think that's what, sorry, reciprocity, that's what you were missing, was that other power player with the sniper or whatever other power weapon. Snipe Down was like your guy. Sand was good, Trippy, decent, but I feel like they were missing that one piece to push them over the edge. And Hook brought that to that team.
Yeah, Hook was a monster.
I forgot how good he was.
Yeah, they won the second fall finals that I went to. Right? Or no, was it the first fall finals that I went to? The fall finals in Burbank before that world championship in Burbank. I believe NV won and Hook was on that team. Are you looking it up right now?
I'm looking up at Dallas Empire merch.
Oh, are you now?
So I'm not a fan of their color scheme. That's the one thing.
The gold and black?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
You don't like the Saints color scheme?
Well, it's actually the Las Vegas Knights color scheme.
Oh, I did not know that.
It's the same thing, but I'm just not a fan of it.
It's okay. They have it. So for those who are interested, they have a shirt, a hoodie. Actually, no, 2 shirts, a hoodie, and a hat.
Yep.
Yeah. The shirt that I wanted, the white one with the logo, sold out my size. So I just got the hoodie instead.
All right.
I would have liked the hat if it was a flex fit, but it wasn't. So
we got fall weather coming up. A hoodie will do you well.
Right, that's what I thought too. You know, and like I said, it's really because of, I mean, Crim 6, Clayster, and Illy are great too, but like the fact that Shotzi and Hook are on that team, and we come from a Halo background, yeah, I'll support them. Yeah, that sounds great. And
behind that,
I own a Dallas Fuel hat from the Overwatch League.
Yep.
Yeah, so it is what it is. Maybe I should just move to Dallas. That's what I should do. Just kidding. I don't want. I heard they have big bugs there. I don't like bugs.
We deal with snakes.
Crocky.
Let's keep. What else do we have about Call of Duty and COD and other games watch, Josh?
It's a great question, Will. I got another thing for you. The Call of Duty Challengers information has been revealed. This is by the Call of Duty League over at callofdutyleague.com. So this is in regards to their amateur league, right? All right, so here it is. About Call of Duty Challengers. A thriving path to pro competitive scene in Call of Duty esports is important to the future of the league and spotlights rising talent in the Call of Duty esports player pipeline. Call of Duty Challengers is the official amateur competition for Call of Duty esports players around the globe, featuring a prize pool of over $1 million. Throughout the season, Call of Duty Challengers events will take place online and at offline LAN, local area network, open tournament events. Call of Duty League will host major open bracket events throughout the season at pro events, including the Call of Duty League launch weekend in early 2020. Call of Duty League teams may also host local Call of Duty Challengers open bracket competitions across the season. A complete schedule of events will be announced in the future. Call of Duty Challengers players compete in online and LAN events to collect Challenger points, a system that ranks players individually that, when combined with 4 other players, helps determine the seeding of teams during competition, as well as travel and accommodations to certain open bracket events. Call of Duty Challengers gameplay settings are based on the Call of Duty League competition settings, including playing on a PlayStation 4 with a controller. In all competition, competing on console with a keyboard and mouse is prohibited. Call of Duty Challengers registration is scheduled to open on October 30th, 2019 for online ladders and the first online tournament event. Call of Duty Challengers online ladders are scheduled to begin November 2nd, 2019. The first scheduled online tournament is November 9th, 2019. Seeding for the first online tournament will be based on pro points totals from the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 season. So how does this Call of Duty Challengers work? So for online competitions, online competition includes 24/7 ladders and weekly prize tournaments. 24/7 ladders provide players with a total of 5 challenger points per win. The first win of the day provides a bonus 5 points, totaling 10 points, 5 for the win plus 5 bonus points. Ladders have a weekly cap of 100 challengers points. Call of Duty League preseason online tournaments and Call of Duty Challengers are worth 2,000 challenger points for the winning team. During the Call of Duty League regular season beginning early 2020 on a date to be announced, online tournaments transition to competitions worth 1,000 Challengers points. Challengers points will be distributed to teams ranked 1st through 64th in online tournaments. A complete breakdown of Challengers points distribution pricing will be made available as part of the Call of Duty Challengers rules coming soon. Eligible players must register and own both an Activision account and a Game Battles account to compete in online competition. 1 account required per person for online and LAN competition. Call of Duty Challengers teams compete using the same rule set as the Call of Duty League and compete on a PlayStation 4 console with a controller. In all competition, competing on console with a keyboard and mouse is not permitted. So for LAN competitions, offline or LAN competitions take place throughout the season, hosted by either the Call of Duty League or at-home series events hosted by teams within the league. Eligible teams must purchase an event team pass for all open events, providing them competitive entry. Complete Challengers points breakdown for each event will be available in the Call of Duty Challengers rulebook. And then you must own an account, as stated before, and you need to play on a PlayStation 4 with a controller. Start your path to pro. Start your path to pro by creating a Game Battles account and signing your team up for an online Call of Duty Challengers competition. You must be 18 years of age or older to play in Call of Duty Challengers competitions. Registration is scheduled to open on October 30th for online ladders beginning November 2nd, and the first Call of Duty Challengers online tournament will happen on November 9th. So there you go. We finally have some concrete information in regards to what the AM scene is going to look like in the Call of Duty League. And I'm going to stall for like just a hot second real quick here. Because if I am not mistaken, so it's Professor, right? It's Prof. Yeah. So I always mispronounce his name. I'm sorry. He reached out and said, as much as I don't like Activision, what they're doing for the amateur COD scene is amazing. Hope our friends at 343 are taking notes on everything COD is doing for both professional and amateur esports. Thread is open. Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to him because he brought light to this to the situation as well, considering we are a Halo podcast, and he's right. I want to see something like this happen as well, and I want something announced early, right? Seeing this announced ahead of the season, because we don't even know when the season's starting for the pro scene in Call of Duty yet. We just know it's 2020, early 2020, right? But no, I think this is great for them. The fact that they got ahead of the situation, they talked about everything right ahead of time. This is fantastic. And hopefully Halo does nearly the same thing. It's what I'm hoping for. And so, okay. I want there to be, I didn't include this in my string of tweets, so I'm not mistaken, but I'm just going to say this now. What I'm afraid, okay, here's what I want. I want them to do the same thing they're doing like Call of Duty is doing, right? Having an official pipeline for amateur players. An official pipeline, okay? What I think they're going to do, and I hope I'm wrong on this, is rely on grassroots partners to do that. I can see it going either way because they have the grassroots program set up with tournament organizers, right? I just hope they have an official pipeline with the HCS for amateur players.
So if they have the HCS League that's ran by 343 and HCS,
yep,
I think it would be good if we still had the grassroots, if DreamHack was still whole.
Oh, no. I'm sorry if I...
Open events, stuff like that.
Right. I'm fine with that. I just don't want that to be the pipeline for amateur players. I want the amateur players to have a full-blown
league?
HCS league. Correct. And then, obviously, the grassroots partners can have tournaments as well. 100%. I don't want them to go away. I want them to continually holding events. But I just want the official pipeline to be with the HCS. That way it's all clearly laid out. We're not waiting like a couple weeks in advance for a tournament to be announced or anything like that. You know, it's just all fully laid out from the get-go. That's what I'm hoping for.
All right.
Yeah. And well, guess what?
What?
That does it for COD. Another game, so watch. Which means it's time for Will's Adventures within the Lowers and other games too.
All right, so we've been talking about it for a couple weeks. We finally need to nail a time down and play some Reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
Things have been busy.
Things have been. That's the problem.
I understand.
Yeah. But no, you're right.
Both of us.
100%.
Yeah. I miss playing Halo, and I don't talk about Halo in Will's Adventures within the Halo-verse.
And neither am I today, so.
So, what I've been playing is Apex still.
Yeah.
Been enjoying it. They came out with their new game mode.
The Halloween thing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun and frustrating all in the same breath.
Of course.
So the way it works is 35 people drop into the map. They tell you.
Oh, it's smaller.
It's smaller teams, but it still uses the whole map, which frustrates me.
Because it seems too big.
Too big, too much.
Okay.
So 35 people drop in. They tell you where the first circle is going to be.
Okay.
And you basically the loot, like if you find high tier loot areas, you might find a blue shield, right? You're lucky if you find gold or purple. Loot is very limited, it seems like. There's plenty of weapons.
Okay.
Not a lot of shields from my experience.
Okay.
So it's 35 Apex Legends that drop in.
Yep.
And your goal is to make it to the top 10. So it's legend against legend in the start.
Okay.
If you die before the top 10, you now become a shadow of your old legend, and your goal is to go kill the other legend. So now are you not only battling other people, you're battling these shadows running around, which run at I'd say it's like 2.5 times speed. So if you're
speedy.
You're speedy.
And you can't pick up weapons,
nope,
right?
Nope,
you
can't pick up weapons, only melee.
Yeah.
But yes, you can move fast, and your lunge for your melee is huge. To put in comparison, if you've ever played Octane, he has a speed boost. You run faster than Octane while he's using his speed boost. So it's crazy.
Lord.
It's crazy. So once you get down to the top 10 legends, then all the legends are put on their team. They're on one team, and their goal is to get to the evac ship. So think of it kind of like Infection.
Yeah.
But there's an end goal here. It doesn't start out everyone against one.
So here's a question.
Yeah.
If you get to the top 10,
yep.
Can you still kill the other people?
No.
So as soon as it's top 10, that's it?
Yep. Then it's you versus the shadows. The shadows are trying to stop you from getting on the ship.
I'm actually happy about that, because I'd be more pissed off if you still had the opportunity to kill me when I'm trying to get to the evac ship.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, now we all have a common goal here. Let's just work together.
Yep. Yeah. They did it. They did it well.
Okay.
But it's frustrating when, so people do team before that top 10, which is frustrating. You're not supposed to.
Okay.
I get you. Everyone's trying to survive, but you're not supposed to team. You're supposed to go after the other legends because your goal is to get to the top 10.
Can you kill the shadows?
Yes.
And then are they dead forever, or they
No.
just keep respawning?
Just keep respawning.
Oh, God. Oh. Now, do they drop in?
Yep. So they respawn you randomly around the edge of the circle.
Okay.
So yeah, you keep dropping in, and when you die to a shadow, so if a legend dies, it shows a mark where they died and how many meters is. If a shadow dies, it shows where the shadow dies and how many meters.
Okay.
And then when you get killed by a legend as a shadow, it'll mark them for like 10 seconds for you to see when you're dropping back in.
Does it mark it for everybody else?
No.
Oh, thank God.
But then again, they can see your mark where your shadow died.
Right.
So, annoying things that happen. Legends will stay on zip lines because you can shoot while on a zip line. A shadow can't shoot you down from a zip line, and they just keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Okay.
Granted, most of the time when someone does that, shadows just group up and wait for the circle to move, and you die.
Yeah, you're screwed at that
So
point.
it's annoying while they're doing it, but once the zone moves, they're screwed.
Right.
Same thing with Watson. A Watson will barricade themselves in a building, and you can't do anything to get in because you can't shoot out the.
Can't you just run through it? You don't die right away, do you?
So the shadows have like 20 health.
Oh, you die real quick.
So you die real quick, so you can't run through it. Same thing with the Octane, the big dude with the gas. I can't forget it. I can't remember his name right now. I'm forgetting.
Caustic?
Caustic, yes. Yeah. Caustic gas traps. If you run through one, you got to get out real quick. Otherwise, you're dead.
Okay. I can see some strategies here.
So it gets annoying when a Watson's just sitting in a building.
Right.
It turns into people camping, which I get it. It's spooky, scary, hiding, whatever. Make it work for you to get to the top 10.
But it's frustrating.
So I have one on both sides of it where the shadows kill all the legends, and I have one where I've escaped.
Oh, okay.
The frustrating thing is they came out with a bunch of cool cosmetics you can win.
Of course.
By doing the challenges. So challenges I have left are like, and I'm partway through them. Obviously, I've been playing, but kill 50 legends, kill 50 shadows, kill 25 loot box zombies or spiders. So you'll open like the boxes, not like the bins, and a zombie will just like jump out. Now the funny thing is like the zombies and spiders don't actually hurt you, but you still have to
just meant to be like
just supposed to be a jump scare, which isn't really a jump scare. You open the thing, they make a noise. You're like, oh yeah, that's a freaking zombie. You punch it and move on. So I've been just, depending on what mood I'm in, I will just land in a heavy bin area and just run and open all the bins and try to find zombies and spiders.
Okay. Yeah. If you're trying to complete the challenge, then
yeah. And then, really to kill shadows is you just need to survive to the top 10 because then everyone tries to swarm the last area. And then you just sit back and just try to shoot shadows. But it can get, once if you're in that top 10 and a shadow finds out where you are and then everyone swarms you, it gets tough. Like the real way to win that I found out is just freaking hide and then wait till people start... I just dropped my pen. Wait till people start going to the ship because the shadows will swarm to that side.
Okay.
And the way I've won is just wrapped around the other side and come in the backside. And it's kind of funny how often people like the shadows don't strategize together. They're like, person, let's all run. And then I just have snuck in the backside.
Right. Makes sense.
So, yes, fun and frustrating mode. Especially the part that's frustrating for me is when you are a shadow trying to kill the legends. Mm-hmm. Like I said, the whole map's in use, but there's only 30 players. So it's few and far between. Right. And you really have to... It is nice that legends are outlined in red when you're in shadow, so you can really see them. But with the way this game mode is playing, people are, like I said, are hiding, and you can't see them when they're in a building or whatever, so... You're literally running around the map searching for people.
Right.
And when you have such low health and they can kill you with 2 bullets, you're like, oh, crap. You know, I came up on their building and they saw me.
Right.
The most success I found is actually like just hiding as a shadow, just hiding like around a rock where I'm like, someone has to run from this area to get to the circle. I'm going to wait till they come through and just jump them.
Okay. And I take it you do increase damage then as a shadow?
Yeah, I think like one hit with white armor kills a person. I think if you hit someone with blue armor, it brings them down to like 25 health. So yeah, you do
significant damage. Wow. Okay.
But yeah, I've been playing that, still jumping into ranked and normal mode. Sure. When I get too crazed out, because I really want to complete those challenges, and I have 2 weeks to do it.
Okay.
Which is plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
One of the challenges is complete 20 daily challenges. So you get 3 a day. So realistically, you can do it in a week. But sometimes the challenges are freaking stupid that I don't like. And I don't.
Yeah.
They just don't happen like naturally for me. So I'm like, why am I going to go for that?
Right.
But I want to get, basically the skin it's the alternator gun. But it has like a scarecrow hat on the back of it.
That sounds dope.
And it has like hay coming. It looks really cool. Okay. They have a couple cool cosmetics. I'm not actually... They also they came out with purchasable cosmetics for the event too. But to get them all, you have to spend like $120. And I'm like, nah, no thanks.
Of course. Oh.
So...
I mean, it is free, so...
The game's free. It's the way to make their money.
Yep. Can't complain too much.
Yeah, and I don't, that's why I'm like so gung-ho about doing the challenges and getting those cosmetics, because I really don't want to, I've bought the battle pass a few times. They've
Yeah.
gotten money out of me. I feel like I've paid for my game already.
Right.
Just give me the free cosmetics and I'll keep going. But I really want them because I really like the aesthetics.
For sure.
The kill 25 zombies or spiders one gives you a R301, which is most like, it's your standard assault rifle.
Yep.
But it's purple with like webs on it. It's got the purple and orange Halloween look to it. I really like it. So
That's
that's
awesome.
the one I want the most.
That sounds cool.
But
I like that gun too.
I'm going to go for them all. So.
Do it. Do it up.
All right. So yeah, all I played was Apex. Oh, that is a lie.
Uh-oh. It's a lie, folks.
I played some NHL 19.
Oh my God. A game that we haven't talked about for quite some time.
So NHL 20 came out.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I said, it's the same game as NHL 19, just with the updated stats and teams. So I said, no, thanks. Went back. So I came home from work on Wednesday or Thursday. And Vicky was working from home that day. So
Okay.
she had my computer. I let her use my monitors and set up to work from home. It makes it easier for her to do her job.
Right.
But I couldn't play Apex. So
First world problems.
right. So I hooked the PS4 up to my new TV, which I'm really excited about.
Yes.
And I booted up NHL. I created my own franchise. I did an expansion draft. I know some of my players. And started a new season.
Okay.
Just a franchise offline. And I played one game before I wrapped it up because it took a while to just create the team.
Sure.
You have to go through and do all of the uniforms. You can create the arena, the colors, the logo. It took some time to create the team, and then the draft took a while too.
What's the name of your team?
The Minneapolis Loons.
Way to be original, Will.
Hey, whatever. I did our red, white, and black color scheme.
Of course you did.
'Cause why not? I figured why not?
I don't blame you. I think it's cool.
Yeah. So I drafted a team, played one game, and then called it quits after that. But just a offline single player game. I don't know, just something to do.
Yeah, you haven't played NHL in quite some time, so.
Nope. It's good.
Nice.
All right. That's all I played, Josh. What about you?
So, I played Forza Horizon 4.
The Lego stuff again?
No.
Oh.
I went and did the Fortune Island stuff for just a little bit. And then I also got Grid. So, or for those who don't know, I really like racing games. And one of my favorite racing game franchises was Grid. And yeah, so a new one came out. It's kind of like to use the term that Halo Infinite's going to be, it's kind of like a spiritual reboot for the franchise. No, it's really good so far. Really enjoying it. It's just nice to hop in, get a race done, get out, really simple that way. And then a game I never thought I would play ever again. I played Fortnite. And this might be the first time I'm ever talking about playing Fortnite on this show. I think. Now, the reason why I was playing Fortnite is because Paulshy was streaming and he was playing with Search. And then Beth jumped in, High Tech Redneck, and I'm like, well, do I want to do this? And then I asked the stupid question that I think I already knew the answer to, but no, I asked if it was actually crossplay, like if Fortnite was officially like full blown crossplay, because they were playing on Xbox, and I was gonna play on PC. They're like, oh yeah. So I installed it. We played a few games. We won one, so that was cool. You know what the worst part was?
What?
I didn't get like that adrenaline rush that I did from like an Apex win.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I uninstalled it after we were done playing it. So, yeah.
All right.
It was all right, though.
Did you enjoy it?
No. I mean, yeah, I enjoyed playing with them. Like, that was fun.
Right.
But the game itself, I could care less about.
Yeah. Yeah, Fortnite. I haven't touched Fortnite in a long time.
I just feel that. So you have that first shot accuracy, right, with your gun, and then it's not that anymore.
Right.
The more you continue to fire. At least like in Apex and whatnot, I feel like I have more control over my shots.
Right.
You know?
Now, yeah, they do have some bloom, so to speak.
Sure.
But that's more recoil, not bloom.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
The one thing they did change that it needed to happen, but the longbow, basically you're gonna miss one of it out of every 3 shots now.
Sure.
That's just the way they made it because it was so overpowered.
Okay.
Which I'm fine with.
See, I feel as though maybe also because it's a first person shooter, battle royale. Yeah. No, Apex has been and continues to be the only battle royale game that it's like, oh, this is fun. I like this a lot. But yeah. No, I enjoyed playing the game with them, but the game itself I don't care about at all. So that's what I played this week.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And then obviously we need to set time aside to play some Halo Reach. We need to get through that so we can talk about it.
And then move on to ODST.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
At this point, should just wait for everything to come over to PC.
Ooh. End of this year.
I kind of want to play Reach on. We could do my playthrough on Reach is like the PC playthrough.
We could.
And our thoughts of how it did on PC.
Sure. Let's do that.
Because I'm honestly the complete frame droppage and stuttering I got from
it's
Xbox
bad.
One.
It's bad.
Just didn't make me want to continue.
Yep.
I'm like, why? This isn't going to be an enjoyable experience. Why keep going?
'Tis bad.
But so yeah, maybe we'll do the PC thing.
I think we should.
All right, I'm down.
Oh, I didn't play this. I mean, it's a show, so I didn't play it. But I want to shout out The Boys on Amazon. Watch that show. It's about superheroes and stuff.
Oh yeah, you told me. I heard about that.
Yeah. It's really good. It was really good. I finished it over the weekend because I was staying up late doing house stuff. It was really good. I highly recommend it. If you have not watched The Boys, check it out.
All right.
Will, did you watch that? You watched that Breaking Bad movie?
I did. El Camino?
Yeah, did you like it?
I did.
All right.
I liked it.
Check out El Camino.
I don't want to say any spoilers, so I'm not going to say anything, but yeah.
Yeah, check it out on Netflix. Check out El Camino on Netflix and The Boys on Amazon. There's your media picks of the week.
It has not been a paid ad by either of those companies.
Did you know that Hulu has live sports?
Oh God, no.
That was also not a paid ad by Hulu. Okay, let's move the fuck on here. Well, it's time for the news. First and foremost, we have a response to Mary Olson departing 343. This is by none other than...
There you go. You got it. I set my hand down on the button getting ready, but it was not a set down. It was a hit. So there you go. This article's by
Unishek.
Thank you. Thanks, Will. Oh my God, that was perfect. This is on Reddit. And I quote, "Hey all, I wanted to jump in and clarify what Tim and Mary's roles were at the studio, because there seems to be quite a bit of confusion here. Before that happens, though, I'd like to reassure everyone that the entire Halo Infinite team is rallying behind the game and is working hard to make sure we can execute on its vision. Tim's role as creative director was to help make creative decisions around the design and direction of the game. Whether it was campaign, multiplayer, etc., Mary's role as an executive producer and then lead producer on campaign was to help drive the game to its completion for our holiday 2020 release date, with the latter specifically focusing on campaign deliverables. Unfortunately, the thread's title saying, quote, he was replaced with Mary Olson and she also left, end quote, is far from accurate. It implies that Mary took over creative control of the entire game, didn't like what she saw, and then decided to leave. If that's what actually happened, I could totally understand getting worried, but that isn't the case, as she was a lead producer and not a new creative director. Producers at our studio support designers, engineers, artists, etc. by helping each of them track and hit deliverables. They also ensure the people they support are not overwhelmed with too much work and have all the tools and information needed to hit their deadlines. To put it simply, producers are the ones tasked with making sure the studio is always moving forward. Even our community team has a producer to ensure we're tracking our deliverables, blogs, social media posts, flighting emails, and whatever pops up in between. Since Tim and Mary were friends of mine, I'm sad I didn't get to see them often, but I'm happy to see both of them doing well. Mary joining Josh Holmes at Midwinter is nothing short of exciting news for me, because I'm eager to give Scavengers another go soon. He played at E3 and thoroughly enjoyed it. And funny enough, I actually just bumped into Tim the other night at the theater for opening night of the Joker. TLDR, title is super misleading. There's no creative dilemma inside the studio, and there's no writing on the walls. Apologies for the long write-up, but I hope it helps clarify.
I'm glad we got clarification on that.
Yeah.
Puts me more at ease.
Yeah. The game's okay, folks. And we still have a year to go. So, there's that. Next news story, the MCC development flighting update. This is by Postums over on HaloWaypoint.com, and I quote, "We're back to our regularly scheduled Friday flighting updates. October is a busy month in terms of flighting for sure. Last week, we wrapped up our Xbox One multiplayer flight for Halo Reach, and we are moving full steam ahead on getting the next PC flight out the door as well. Below are updates on both. Before I dive in, if you haven't recently updated your Halo Insider profile, please go to the link they provide and make sure you have done the following: verified your email, opted into communication, opted into PC flighting, and provided an updated DX diag. To be considered for a flight, the first two must be true, and the third simply helps us select from the latest and greatest configurations for PCs, including OS versions. Let's dive on in." Why are you smiling, Will?
Oh, I can't smile?
You're just looking at me, you're smiling. I'm like,
okay.
You have a beautiful smile, Will.
Thanks.
You're welcome. It's really just got awkward, like, real quick. Xbox One flight recap. Early on in October, we flighted Halo Reach's multiplayer on the Xbox One. This flight's main goals were to test the backend and each of the matchmaking offerings that are going to be available when MCC comes to PC and Halo Reach joins MCC on the Xbox One. We invited significantly more Halo insiders to play Halo Reach than any previous flight. A few different user groups were selected with different criteria. One included a percentage of users from previous Halo Insider flights and actively participated. Also, many users were selected who had not received invites previously. A second, more specific set of users with high engagement in MCC over the past 90 days was also curated in case we needed to expand our flight to reach the goals we had set. We invited approximately 50,000 users who had registered for the Halo Insider program. Beyond that, we manually added just over 100 individuals for this flight, ranging from streamers, content creators, professional gamers, casters, and other individuals who were vocal about Halo. The numbers are a mere drop in the bucket compared to who was chosen by specific criteria. Okay, before we move on, I want to say something real quick because that was completely Postums. I see what the fuck he just did there. So the reason why, I'm guaranteeing you the reason why he included that bullet there as to they had about 50,000 people and then 100 of them were like content creators, streamers, so on and so forth, because there's so many people that are bitching to him and be like, well, they get in every time, right? So you had 50,000 more people. So in other words, people, quit your bitching. I'm saying that, Postums isn't. Back to the article. With this flight, we sent out invites in waves to test engagement and better understand who had participated at what rates. This rollout not only allowed us to validate our theories, it helped us reach the goals we set internally. After the first round of invites, we saw low engagement levels and made the call to double the audience and invite even more players. As we opened the floodgates and expanded invites, we did push our flight services to the limit and even saw a brief moment of expected instability as a result, where new dedicated server instances were having a hard time keeping up. This is to be expected and is not only an issue given the intentionally limited scope for a flight environment. One mistake we did make, and have since rectified, is we selected users who had not verified emails. So even though we chose you, we couldn't email you to let you know you were invited. Please make sure you verify your email and opt in for communication in the Halo Insider program. Help us help you. Additionally, there was an extra special stress test where we asked folks to come out Saturday, October 5th to help put Halo Reach's updated networking to the test. Thank you, Spartans, as you did not disappoint. We hit our goals and then some for concurrent users playing that day nearly 4 times over, and were able to effectively test the new infrastructure brought online to help support MCC for the future of the title. Your time playing helped us effectively see how leveling worked during the flight and verified that our progression system worked as intended at scale. All in all, this test was very successful, and we are excited to say that quite a few folks showed up and played lots of matches during the stress test. In total, 3,720 users played 5 or more matches, and as a thank you, received the MCC Insider nameplate. On top of that, 1,713 additional folks hit the bar of completing 12 matches during the stress test time, earning themselves the MCC Insider Pro nameplate. Thank you to everyone who came out and participated so much. Your efforts are very much appreciated and are helping us shape Halo Reach. That being said, there were quite a few folks that went above and beyond in terms of participation. Below are the top 10 players from this flight who all played well over 200 matches during the flight. The top three though went all in and put in over 300 matches. The top player, Bound, took top marks and was the only one to break 400 games played, completing a total of 429 matches. So in order of most to least, we have Bound, Mint Blitz, Rami, Luke Power, Phasal 2, Assisted, Reclaimants, The Dizzle, The Lie, and Mr. Jakoo. We can't state enough how much we appreciate everyone's efforts in helping us test this flight so extensively. As a token of our appreciation for playing near constantly through entire duration of the flight, if you see your gamer tag in the list above, we have granted you an extra special nameplate for your efforts. Thank you. As one final note to our participants, you can go ahead and delete the old MCC Insider build from your console. This build will not be used again, and at any flight in the future for Xbox will require it to be deleted. Next, update DXDiag and verify email. Before I jump into anything around this, please take time right now and go update your Halo Insider profile if you haven't recently with the new DXDiag. Ensure you have opted into PC flighting and have a verified email that we can contact you at. We need this info to help target specific goals we are trying to reach in our upcoming PC flight. I know this is the third time I'm asking, but literally please click at the link they provide and do it right now. I swear it's the last time I will ask in this post. Now back to your regularly scheduled update. All right, there you go. I gave you like a few extra seconds there. See what I did there? I gave you a dramatic pause. So you can pause the episode, go do the thing, click on the thing within the Google Doc and the show notes of the show and the article, and then update your stuff. And as Postum said, back to the article. PC flight update. The team is moving very rapidly, preparing for the next Halo Reach flight. Yesterday, we received our first branched build for the next PC flight, and it has been getting hammered on internally with our second Ring 0 test happening today. The teams will be in over the weekend hammering away identifying any blocking issues to resolve prior to going to Ring 1 and 2. If no issues are found, the team plans to go out to Rings 1 and 2 on Monday. Our goal is to get this flight out as quickly as possible, so hang on to your seats! This PC flight, in terms of scope, will have the most content to date for players to enjoy. This flight includes 2 campaign missions, multiple offerings for social and ranked matchmaking, custom games, and firefight matchmaking. All types of content will be available over the course of the flight, which we anticipate will last a week, but select offerings for multiplayer and firefight matchmaking may change. Therefore, the campaign missions include Noble Actual and Winter Contingency. The firefight matchmaking offerings include a 4-player heroic standard firefight on Beachhead, Corvette, and Holdout, and a 4-player normal grab bag firefight on Beachhead, Corvette, and Holdout. Multiplayer matchmaking offerings, 2v2 Social Slayer, Countdown, Powerhouse, and Zealot, 4v4 Social Slayer, Flag and Bomb, Zone Control, Asset Denial, and Action Sack on Countdown, Powerhouse, Zealot, and Tempest, 8v8 Social Slayer, Flag and Bomb, Zone Control, and Asset Denial include Tempest, Breakpoint, and Ridgeline. Halo Reach Team Hardcore, Slayer, and Capture the Flag is going to be on Countdown and Zealot, and finally, Halo Reach Invasion will be on Breakpoint. In closing, as we get closer to the flight's target date, more information will be shared out in terms of days it will span, what offerings will be present on what days, and all the additional details we know you want. Please stay tuned and we'll catch y'all online. There you go. It's going to be a big old flight. Will, did you send in your DXDiag, opt in for communications, sign up for PC flighting, and make sure you have a verified email address?
No.
Next news story.
I'm actually trying to sign in to do it right now, and I don't remember my password.
All right. The next thing I'm about to talk about is also not an official sponsor of this show. Shout out to LastPass for being my go-to password manager and making it so I barely have to remember a password ever again. In other words, Will, check out LastPass.
You know, someday.
Next news story. Tashi teases. This is by Tashi. So Moses put out a tweet and it stated, Love seeing Halo players move on to bigger and better things. Maybe one day Halo esports can provide the type of platform these elite players deserve. This is in reference to Call of Duty. Tashi replied with, working so damn hard on this. So not only did Tashi talk about the TV stuff that Moses made reference to earlier, but this is making me feel like we're getting closer and closer to a Call of Duty level experience, if not something bigger and better. Because obviously they want to be bigger and better, and I want them to as well. But like this just seems like the perfect step in that direction. So Tashi, love these teases, man. Can't wait to see what you have in the pipeline here. Next news story, Sundance G. Giovanni goes back in time. So this is like a string of tweets. I'm not going to read through them. I'm going to include the link in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. Go ahead and check it out. But for those who don't know, Sundance G. Giovanni, one of the original founders of MLG, and he just like brought us back in time. He was put out a bunch of information in regards to old MLG days, old Halo days, so on and so forth. Go ahead and check out those tweets. I include his Twitter profile in there. Next up, we have the Console Gaming League announced the 2v2 with the Early Turkey Tournament. This is on Sunday, November 3rd at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll include a sign-up Google Doc link in the show notes of the Google Doc of the show. And finally, K Matify looks for feedback. This is on Twitter, and I quote, Halo 2 community or any players interested. If I hosted a free-for-all tourney for money the weekend before Halloween, we'll call it FFA Frights or Fright for All or some shit, would you like to play? So I replied, and I said, obviously, like we wouldn't want to play because we're shit, but we'll gladly talk about it on the show. So yeah, go ahead and vote. There's a poll out there on that tweet that we include in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. Make sure your vote is heard, and oh my God, Siri, get the fuck out of here. And hopefully the tournament happens, we could talk about it on the show. Will.
Yeah.
That does it for the news. I got some upcoming tournaments of the week for you, though.
All right, what do we got?
First and foremost, we have the HPL weekly matches. On Thursday, October 24th, we have Hype and Positivity going up against FTP. And Jester Plays going up against Los Dinos. And then on Saturday, October 26th, we have The Strong Survive going up against Martial Punishment and Bed Bath & Beyond.
Beyond.
Yes, Will. You're doing it now. Yes. They're going up against Team Zero. And then also on Saturday, October 26th, we have the Penn Halo 3 2v2 Autumn Assault and the DreamHack Atlanta qualifier number 3. And finally, on Sunday, October 27th, we have the Microsoft Store Halo 5 2v2 and SWAT Nation Swatoween Halo 5 3v3. That's what we got for the upcoming tournaments of the week. Will, you're looking at the calendar.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I'd...
We check out that Microsoft Store?
Yeah.
Event?
Yeah.
Will, what do we got for tournament and league recaps for the week?
Let's start off with the Halo Premier League weekly matches. We had Martial Punishment go up against Hype and Positivity. Score was 3-0 to Martial Punishment. Los Dinos went up against Bed Bath & Beyonce. 3-0 to Bed Bath & Beyonce. Team Zero took on the Strong Survive. It was a 3-0 to Team Zero. So we saw 3-0s across the board in the Halo Premier League. Next up, we have the Halo Draft League weekly matches. Bums Without Thumbs took on Relentless. Close game here. 3-2 going to Thumbs
without bums.
I almost prefer that name better. Bums Without Thumbs. Next up, we had Barcode go up against You're in Trouble. 3-0 to Barcode. Relentless took on Hybrid. 3-1 to Relentless. My Halo Academia went up against Quit the Build, 3-1 to My Halo Academia, and Hybrid took on You're in Trouble, 3-0 going to Hybrid. So, again, only one close match in the Draft League, 3-1s, 3-0s for the rest of them. Want to see a little bit more competition, people bringing more fight. Next up, we have the Halo Pro-Am Halo 5 4v4 results. Let's run through it. 7th and 8th was Optimistic and Nemesis. 5th through 6th was Optic and Pressure Us. 4th was Uncrowned. 3rd was Barcode. 2nd, Clout. And 1st was Infinite. Infinite was Falcated, Renegade, Druck, and Fireboy. There's a challenge bracket that is included within the Google Doc of the show notes, so go check that out. And then we did have DreamHack Atlanta qualifier number 2 results. Running 9th through 16th was Believe the Hype, Low Tier, Infinite, Cosby Sweaters, 8020, FXBG, Yacht Club, 2 Full-Timers, and 2 Dollies, and Team Anything. Next up, 5th through 8th was GG Simplicity, Dewey Riding Shotgun, Mantra, RBG Esports. 3rd and 4th was, again, Team Mantra and Chaotic Esports. 2nd place went to Lux Gaming, and again on top is Tox Gaming in 1st place. So Lux coming in 2nd a lot here.
They're a great team. They clearly showed it.
Showing that they can hang.
At the Halo Classic Atlantic City.
Yeah.
They clearly showed it.
So we'll have to see if they can upset Tox Gaming. And
again.
Yeah. They haven't been able to do it in these qualifiers, but LAN is, as always talked about, LAN is a different beast than online. So
right. And I think we have 2 more qualifiers leading into the event. So
I'm curious at how much these teams are playing out their strategies and how much they're kind of hiding from the other team when they get to those final matches.
Right.
So you don't want to show your hand early.
No.
But then again, you always want to play, like, people have a hard time not playing their best game.
Exactly. You don't want to hold back. You always want to win every game.
Right.
So, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
All right.
So the other 2 that are listed
they're
here.
going on right now.
Correct.
So we should have results next week.
Yes.
It's going to be for the Blam Gaming Halo Series Grand Finale and then the LFTG Halo 5 2v2. The matches are currently taking place as we're recording, so unfortunately we don't have those for you right now. But look for those coming up. And that's all I have for tournaments.
All right. Will, it's time for our topic. Or what would be the topic. So we decided that we're going to do like the 5 years of HCS bracket as well. Because clearly there are probably some players that were missed out on that either should or should not have been included, I guess you could say, depending upon people's opinions. But we wanted to leave it to the community to decide who should be on the bracket. And frankly, we just didn't get enough responses yet.
No.
And that's mainly on me because I didn't send out the information until late. I mean, like really late. So I'm sorry. Life gets in the way, but that's not an excuse. So what we're going to do is player voting will continue throughout this week, and we'll discuss seeds in our first matchup on the next episode. Therefore, I'll send out another blast on social media, but let us know who you think should be on the bracket. Okay? Will and I will seed it after the fact. So you let us know who you think should be on it.
All we need is your top 16 players of the last 5 years of HCS.
That's it. That's it. You can even cheat. There's already a bracket out there for the official HCS All-Star bracket. So if you just don't remember some top tier players, just look on that one too. But no, give us your top 16. We'll take care of the rest.
I have a notebook. Don't tell my coworkers, but I got a little board at work the other day, and I wrote down like all these players that I thought that I remembered, and I ranked them in tiers. So like these are my tier 1 players.
Okay.
These are my tier 2 players, my tier 3 players.
Oh my God, you're like one of those. Remember when it was all the rage to fucking like to just rank things, and you'd have your tier lists. You see any of that? People would like tier cereal. They'd tier albums. They'd just tier everything.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like the biggest craze. It just felt like months ago.
Well, like I had to break it up that way because I had more than 16 players on my list.
Sure.
And like my 1s are like these are my must-haves in the brackets. My 2s are like
who dropped out. Can you give me one person that's not like this that just slightly dropped off? In which case they didn't make the top 16.
I left my notebook at work.
Oh, it's okay.
But I will. I'll let you know.
Okay. I just wanted like a little tease. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It just means I have work to do. But yeah, everybody out there, give us your top 16 players, competitive Halo players that played in the HCS within the past 5 years. Okay? In other words, yes, it can include Shotzi. It can include Hook that went on to Call of Duty. Because technically they played in the last 5 years in competitive Halo. So give us your top 16. We will take it from there. We'll seed it. We'll make the bracket. We're going to talk about our first matchup next week as well. That's it. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I'm excited to break things down. I'm excited to shit on your pick.
Oh, thanks.
I'm just kidding. We're probably going to agree on a good amount of stuff too, though.
So the way I want to do this so next week we're going to announce the bracket and we're going to talk about the first matchup. I want me and you to just, we'll randomly draw, we'll flip a coin, right?
Okay.
And
we have to fight for our person?
We'll both take a side.
Oh, God. Okay.
And we'll both bring out the arguments for who should win.
I'm going to lose every one of them. I'm not good at that shit. I mean, I'll do it. I'm just not good at it.
Like going back to high school debate team. This is why my person should win. This is my rebuttal to why you shouldn't win.
My person just won more tournaments than you.
Yeah. I mean, that could honestly be a...
Get fucked.
Stats,
I'm
right?
Just kidding.
Stats.
Yeah. Stats.
And I don't know if you have this in the community creation. If not, I'm going to shout this out right now. Someone is going through and creating like...
yeah, there are. Yeah, I have it. It's in there.
Okay. Oh, I see it now.
Yep, it's in there.
Yeah.
They're so good, too.
All right. But yeah, bracket coming up.
Yes.
Please get your top 16 players of the last 5 years into us. We really want to do this.
Yes.
It's going to be a fun time talking about what these players were doing.
It is.
Just recapping HCS events over the last 5 years. It's going to be fun.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
We shouldn't debate.
You don't think so?
No. We should get the players on and have them debate.
Who
they think.
Saying, we need you to come on the show and tell Royal 2 why you are better than him in every way possible. Please and thank you.
We need to have...
We'll see you Saturday.
We need to have... who is it going to be? Oh, my God. We need to have Clutch come on. And who does he need to go up? Who does he like bicker with all the time? Him and Walshy. We need to have Clutch and Walshy on to fight back and forth on who they think should be like move on. Obviously, they can't talk about themselves. They didn't compete in Halo 5. Or I mean, they didn't compete in the HCS. But no, I think that'd be amazing. Just having them on here, choose one player to go with, and just go. Oh,
that'd be funny.
That'd be really funny. But no, we're gonna do it. Obviously, I'm gonna lose every matchup. So if you're the pro player that I pick, I'm sorry. Just gonna give you a heads up now. You're probably gonna get dropped.
It doesn't matter because
it's all about the stats.
It's gonna lead who like the listeners are gonna vote because we're gonna put the tweet out after the episode airs on who should move on in the bracket.
Yes.
So even if you don't like any of our arguments, you can still pick your favorite player and they might move on.
Emphasis on might.
Might.
Because we still have to think of a competition for this. Because there is going to be a winner. And the winner's getting a backpack and a shirt.
Right. So
I don't want it to be all down to votes. Because then people could just like cheat their way through it. But there could be collusion happening with the voting.
All right.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Lethal beat Royal 2. Was it?
In the actual...
Yeah. I think he did.
Yeah.
We were right on that.
We got it.
He won more.
He did. That he did.
Yep. All right, Will, shall we move on?
Yeah.
It's time for some shout-outs. I just want to give a quick shout-out to Paul Shee Search and High Tech Redneck for the games of Fortnite. Thank you very much. It was great. I had a really fun time. Like I said, the game's not for me, but no, I had a really good time playing. And I'm glad we got a win. That was fun. That's it. That's all I got for shout-outs.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry we didn't have a community play date. It's on me again. House prepping and all that. Hey, Will.
Yeah.
It's time for community creation.
Okay. What do you got, Josh?
First up, we have Meme Saturday. I still wish it was Meme Monday, but it's not.
Monday sounds so much better.
It does. It rolls off the tongue. But no, check it out. Reddit.com/r/Halo. Memes on Saturdays. Halo memes. Check them out. Next, we have Halo Infinite, Everything We Learned from Outpost Discovery. This is by Haruspis. Overall, over on haruspis.blog. Check it out. Lot of cool information in there. Like, he compiled everything. Like, from the panels, from the event. Just, yeah, and made it into an easy to digest form. Next up, we have Clips of the Week, number 23. This is by High Tech Redneck over on YouTube. Check it out. We have a Carbon Final Boss feature by Sundance D. Giovanni on YouTube. Check that out. That coincides with the tweets I talked about earlier. We have The Coronation UGC Atlantic City Champions by Lux Gaming. It's a Lux Gaming montage. Then we also have SPV3 Community Update number 3. This is by Halo SPV3 over at moddb.com. And then we have Scud Puddle post some vids. This is by Scud Puddle, a.k.a. Spud Cuddle, a.k.a. Get Shit on Scud. And, yeah, he had probably had no idea that I was going to include these in the show. But
you include all of his crap in the show, so he probably had a good idea. Just saying. I'm just saying. This dude posts whatever, him making a wooden box, non-Halo related, and Josh puts it in the show. So, he probably had a pretty decent idea that we'd be talking about it right now, man. I'm just putting that out into the universe.
I can't anymore. Oh my God. I'm legit crying.
No, it is what it is. You probably knew.
I really hope he didn't. And when he gets to this part of the episode, it's just, oh my God. It's fucking amazing. I'm literally crying. Will.
Yeah.
I left one out because you wanted to talk about it. The cards. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So, it's actually Nate Straight.
Yes.
Is putting out animated cards for the Halo players. I saw one that he posted on Twitter. It's pretty cool. He's compiling stats, and he said they might not be accurate.
Right.
But he put on there what he had. Yep. So I'm really excited to see what he's doing, and hope he comes out with more.
And here's hoping for a digital trading card game in the form of Halo.
Sure.
Just Halo Pro players. That's it.
Each one gets special abilities.
Yes.
You get 4 cards to play.
Yep.
You gotta.
Yeah.
It's gonna turn into like a MTG.
This is perfect. I'm in.
Halo.
Yep. I'm in.
All right.
It's called MLG.
Okay. Whatever you say, Josh.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
I legit just don't have anything else left to say after all that. You know what we are doing?
What's that?
We're gonna go watch Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. General Grievous.
Count Dooku. Yes. Is that your favorite part?
Yeah, it's like it's the only good part of that fucking movie.
All right.
That movie sucks.
That was Josh's lightsaber sounds, by the way, if those wondering.
It's General Grievous. He's just the 4.
Yeah, he's got 4 hands.
Yeah.
Imagine what you could do with 4 hands.
You could have 4 lightsabers.
You could,
and then you could spin them around like helicopters. Yeah, that's the best scene in that movie by far.
All right,
fair enough. That movie sucks.
I kind of want to watch the animated series.
I heard it's really, really good.
Yeah, a lot of other lore in there.
Yeah.
So.
And General Grievous can continue being a badass in that show.
You know who's also in that? Darth Maul.
You're telling me he didn't die? I know.
Yes.
He didn't die.
But, everyone talks about him being such a badass and dying so easily.
Me included. I'm surprised that he didn't, though. He was chopped in half.
Right.
Like, he was literally just sliced in half.
Right, but a lightsaber would technically solder the wound as it goes through.
Cauterize the wound.
Cauterize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So
it is pretty hot.
Yeah.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Plug this show.
You can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We are on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, Pocket Casts for Josh over there.
Hey.
And others as well. Leave us a review and let others know about the show. Join the Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, Google's your friend and join us. Join the community discussion over there. IRL talk, Halo tournament talk. There's a montages channel now where you can post all your favorite montages and discuss. You can find us by searching on your Xbox. Join our Xbox Club or Spartan Company. Search for HCS Pro Talk there. We are on the social medias. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, and Esportspedia. Search for HCS Pro Talk on your favorite platform. Josh?
Yes, Will.
Do we, we talked about the bracket being on the next episode, but
We did.
Anything else planned for the next episode?
Tournaments, the ones that are currently going on, we're going to talk about the results for those next week. Like you said, Will, the bracket, we're going to talk about our first matchup. Should we pick the name ahead of time? So that way we can prepare?
What do you mean pick the name?
So you said we're going to pick a name out of a hat. And that's who we're going to get.
I'm saying no. I'm saying so in our bracket, they'll be listed, they'll have their division, right? So we'll have a red and blue side.
Yep.
And one will go up against 8.
Right.
So basically we'll do the 1v8 the first week.
Yeah.
And then we'll just each pick one of those players.
Right. But are we going to pick that player ahead of time? So we can look up.
Yes, we should.
Okay.
We would.
Sounds good. Cool. Yeah, that's what I'd say to look forward to next week. And then we're getting closer and closer to what is going to be the 5 years of HCS anniversary post on Halo Waypoint. So I'm very much looking forward to that. That'll be in early to mid-November. So like I said, stay tuned for that. And then as I hinted at previous weeks, stay tuned for something extra special coming in November as well.
I have another topic in mind. Obviously, we have many weeks of the bracket coming up.
Do you want to leave it in the HCS Pro Talk topic suggestions thread in the Discord?
Yeah. Join our Discord, find out what my topic is. I'm kind of stealing it from another Halo podcast because they went over it, but I think it's a great idea.
What is it?
The topic?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Well, then you'll find out here. Don't join our Discord.
No, include it in there too because I need to
course.
see it later. But yeah, what is it?
So throughout Halo's history, there's been many different game modes for social and competitive Halo. What game modes are going to be included? In Infinite. Are we going to still see Strongholds? Is Roaming King going to come back? Are we going to see, One Bomb? Or
it's only Soupy Fiesta.
It's only all the time.
That's it.
Yeah. So I'm just curious what people think, what they want, and what they think will actually be there. Okay. And I guess it's hard to speculate without knowing what the game is like.
Right.
But
we don't know what the gameplay is like at all. So
if people,
does it have sprint? Does it have clamber? Does it have thrust?
Right. If people are thinking it's going to be the classic side with the spiritual reboot and have that slower movement, do they want to see Stronghold still? Maybe not.
Right.
Maybe they want to see something a little different, more setup based. Because with Strongholds, you kind of have to fly around the map to save each. Someone can try to jump in and save a spot. I feel like Strongholds just doesn't work with classic movement as much.
I guess I just haven't seen it played without
sprint, right?
Yeah. So I don't know.
I mean, again, that all falls back in the category of Strongholds can work on classic movement if the maps are designed for it.
Right.
So
it's a good topic, though. I like it.
Something.
What was the other podcast that had that?
Podtacular talked about it.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So
I remember this.
Yeah. I kind of want to see what our community would think and what their ideas would be about what modes they want to see. Maybe throw in 2 modes you must have, throw 2 that you'd be okay with having and 2 that you think just shouldn't be there, so that we can kind of discuss and go through the reasoning behind that.
Sounds good to me. I like it.
So
very nice.
Go. Coming up in the future.
In the future.
And maybe that would be with so this bracket's going to carry us out a ways.
Yeah.
Maybe we get towards E3 and we get more. Maybe we get a gameplay demo.
We will.
We'll talk about that. Maybe we can, once we see the gameplay demo, we can go in, okay, this is what the game looks like.
Now what game types are we thinking?
What game types are you thinking?
Sure. I like it.
So something for the future.
Good idea. And also, shout out to Podtacular.
Yeah. Thanks for sparking it.
One of the longest running Halo podcasts. Still pumping out content. Great content. And
check them out on Mixer. It's over there too.
And all your favorite podcast services.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode 97 of HCS Pro Talk. I want to thank you very much for listening to the show. Will and I are going to go watch some Star Wars.
Are you going to sing out every intro moving forward?
Outro, you mean?
Did I say intro?
You did.
I meant outro.
It's okay.
I kind of like the Halo Roads Take Me Home. That was good.
That was a great name for the episode.
Yeah.
I wonder what people thought about that at the very end. Was it good?
I enjoyed it.
Thanks. Thanks, man. I literally don't have anything else to say.
Let's wrap this up. We're kind of just
you know what we're having for food?
We're
having sesame chicken.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You included.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Josh.
Will.
Close out the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode 97 of HCS Pro Talk. Thank you very much for listening. It's going to be a great week. We're going to talk about some pro players next week. But until then, brother,